Welcome back. Hope all your brackets are not busted like mine, but we're going to get right into the Duke versus Houston preview. They are the second game playing Saturday night for the Final Four games. Houston has appeared in 7 Final Fours, including this year, and in those games they are 2-4. Meanwhile, Duke has been to 18 Final Fours counting this year and has a record of 11-6. Duke and Houston are very unfamiliar foes with only one matchup in their history, which kind of shocks me. So if you have another stat or find something else out differently, then please comment and let me know. The first and only meeting that these two teams had came last year in the Sweet 16 when Duke upsetted Houston with a score of 54-51 in the Sweet 16. This time, obviously a little more on the line. We're in the Final Four, 2 games away from going to the national championship, and I think the winner of this will face Florida. If you have not seen that video, go check it out. Keys to the game. For Duke, usually I give keys to the game, but I don't really have any for Duke. This team, I believe, severely outperforms Houston. But honestly, their key is to play their own game, which is feed Cooper Flagg the ball and let everybody else work around him, which makes them better, honestly. Now, for Houston, they have a lot of keys to the game. Houston needs to out-rebound Duke. Duke is averaging about 2 rebounds more per game than Houston. For Houston to have a chance in this game, I think they need to beat Duke in the rebound margin by at least 4, and those need to be mainly offensive rebounds so that they can get second chance points. Houston also needs to have a very low amount of turnovers. They average close to 10 per game. I think they should be looking for right around 5 because every possession is so crucial for a team like Houston, and especially this late in the season, no matter who you are, turnovers are not what you want to see. Houston averages about 8 points less per game than Duke. I mean, obviously, Duke's one of the best offensive teams in the tournament. But with that being said, Houston is also a 1 seed. And for them to be 8 points on average behind Duke is a pretty big margin to me. Duke, I believe, is averaging somewhere around 83 points. And Houston is averaging somewhere around 74 or 75. So it's a big difference when it's an average. 9's a huge difference. But there is hope for Houston fans because although they do average less points than Duke, they're a fantastic three-point shooting team. They average right around 40% as a team from beyond the arc, and that is crucial. If you're making 4 out of every 10 three-point shot in this Final Four game, I think they legitimately can beat the Duke Blue Devils and get the upset. But for me, I don't think they have any other way to upset Duke other than shooting the 3-ball well, limit the turnovers, and also win the rebounding game, especially offense. And that just, all 3 of those together just change momentum of the game so tremendously that at this point you're playing on a level playing field. With all that being said, if you couldn't tell, I'm going to pick Duke here. Like I said, I don't think Houston can hang with Duke. I think we've seen that. Duke has been able to put away most of their opponents with ease. Obviously, they've lost 5 or so games this year, so not every team has been able to be put away. But Duke is playing some of their best basketball they've played all year long, and I don't think Houston has what it takes to hang with them. So I think Cooper Flagg could drop 30 on Duke's way to beat Houston 84-72 and face who I think, Florida, will move on to the national championship and have an ultimate battle for the ages.